everyone, it's Lexi. So I haven't done a tag in a long time. So I was tagged by, let me get this right, Renee Lightly. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but she tagged me in her original tag when I was a kid. So I thought this would be a good one to do. There's only 10 questions, so if you want to check out her original video, I'll have it linked down below so you can go check her channel out as well. So without further ado, let's get started into this video. Movies. The first question is movies you could quote / movies you watched over and over again. I think for this one, definitely like when I was little, I would always watch, me and my sister loved The Little Mermaid. That was and Anastasia. Those two were like my favorite Disney princess. Like, I know Anastasia isn't really like a Disney princess, but those were like my favorite princess movies, I guess you could say. And I think I could quote maybe How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live action version. Like, I can quote the whole movie basically. I've seen it so many times, and I think I quote it so many times during the day, like just on a regular day-to-day basis. I'm trying to think what else. I'm gonna say my brother really liked The Lion King and 101 Dalmatians, the live action one. He'll really like that. I'm trying to think, yeah, just like growing up it was mostly like The Little Mermaid. Oh, and I loved The Land Before Times. Like, I was like totally into that. Like, love Land Before Times. Like, I think Land Before Times, Anastasia, and then Little Mermaid are probably like my movies that I watched over and over again as a kid. So the second question is first book and or television OTP. Trying to think, for a book, I don't think I have any book OTPs. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't have my bookshelf, so I can't like look at them all here in my apartment at school, so let me try to think. I know definitely for a TV show it is Bones, like Dr. Brennan and Booth. Like, that is like my all-time OTP. Like, I'm so sad. Like, I literally cried when this series ended a couple days ago. So yeah, OTP forever and always, Booth and Brennan. Like, I love them. I think I love them. I can't think of any book ones though. I'm trying to... Yep. I don't know. I think I'm more like, especially for like the romancy ones, I have to like, I think it has to develop over like a long period of time. So like for Booth and Brennan, it was like 12 seasons. So I think that's why I was so invested in it. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Booth and Brennan forever, like all the way. So question 3 is TV shows you weren't supposed to watch but did anyways. I don't think I had any. Like, I'm the oldest out of 3 siblings, so like I don't think I saw my first PG-13 movie until I was like 13 or 14. So like, because everything I watched, it had to be like family appropriate. So like I watched Disney Channel like up until like second year of university, like just because that's what my brother and sister would watch. And then I think like it was never like, I never did anything that I wasn't supposed to. Like, I think Bones was like the first show that I like got really invested in that was more adult oriented. Like, it also kind of NCIS as well, but like I was like older at that point, so that's like a little weird. But like, I don't know, like, and my parents were never really mad because I was like old enough at that point. I think I started watching, and like I've always kind of watched Criminal Minds like every now and then. Like, my mom would always watch that. And then like NCIS I started watching in like grade 10, and then I fell in love with Bones, which is like my all-time favorite show. In the summer of after grade 11 ended. So like I kind of watched like the adult shows when I was older. So I know that's a little weird, but like I never did anything that I wasn't really supposed to, and I think I just wasn't really interested in them just because I always kind of grew up watching shows that my brother and sister could watch as well. So that's a little weird, but yeah. Okay, so the clock tower is going right now, but the fourth question, we'll just ignore that. So the fourth question is favorite game. I think when I was little, like, we really liked Uno. That was like a good one that we played. Like, we did like with my cousins, we would play like Crazy 8 Countdown or like Cheat. We'd play like Thumbs, which is like, I don't know what that is. It sounds like the sirens. I don't know. So Thumbs, which is like spoons essentially, we always would play that. As a family, we always played Monopoly, but I hated Monopoly. It was so long. Never really liked Monopoly. Other like we did like family game nights, so it was like Crazy 8 Countdown. We did, I don't know what that is. It sounds like the sirens. I don't know. So Thumbs, which is like spoons essentially, we always played Monopoly, but I hated Monopoly. It was so long. Never really liked Monopoly. Other like family game nights, so it was like Crazy 8 Countdown. We did no idea what that is, sorry. Like Uno, did Clue, and then we kind of, like, as we got older, it was like apples to apples. Now we do like family Cards Against Humanity, which is a little weird, but I always win. It's always the quiet ones. But yeah, like when we were younger, we'd always would play GameCube. It was funny because my brother sent like a text message to like me and my sister and our little siblings group chat. He's like, how many like spider webs or like those little cockroaches things do you think are in our like Animal Crossing house? And he's like, it's probably sad. I was like, that made my day. Like, we loved Animal Crossing. We had like the Disney like skateboarding games and all that, like, and then we got the Wii, and then now my brother has like the Xbox 360 thing. I don't know, but those are like, when I think of my childhood games, I think of those ones. So question 5 is, were you an outside kid or an inside kid? So I think I was always an outside kid, I think. Like when I was little, we always had like this like, we always had like a good backyard to playing around in, and then like with like the good like play sets and sandbox, like I always remember playing that or going on the swings in particular. And then like once we moved to this one like neighborhood that we were there for a couple of years, like we'd always play like two-hand touch or like hockey on the street or like basketball. Like, so I was always outside playing with like my siblings and then like the neighborhood kids. So I think I was pretty like outdoorsy, and then, you know, I had all like my ankle and knee issues and then went downhill after that. But now I'm more of like an inside person. So, but if the weather's nice, I enjoy being outside. But yeah, I'm very fair skinned and I burn very easily, so have to be careful now these days. So question 6 is favorite childhood pet, or if you didn't have any, what pets did you want? I don't think I had a favorite childhood pet. Like, I always grown up with a dog when I was, so like when I was born, my parents had Amber, which was like this miniature poodle. That was like my mom's dog. And we had to put her down when I was around 5 or 6. And then we got Lucky, who was like the 1 in a million, like the best dog ever, and we had him for 9 years and we had to put him down. And now we currently have Tucker, who like, he's like my child basically, and I love him so much. He's so funny. But yeah, I don't think I have like a favorite. They're each like very different, and like, I don't know, I can't choose a favorite. It's like, which kid is your favorite? I don't know, like no mother has a favorite kid, at least my mom doesn't. But yeah, I love them all. I can't decide. Question 7 is, this one's a good one. What did you want to be when you grew up? So when I was little, I loved dinosaurs, so I wanted to be a paleontologist. And then I realized I don't really like digging in the dirt, and I burn very easily in the sun. So I don't think that's a good career choice for me. But very early on, I remember my dad got me like this little electricity kit, so you could hook up the battery and put like a little light bulb or have like a fan and do like all these little circuit things. So like, at the heart, I was like an engineer, so I think I always kind of like, I always wanted like deep down be like a paleontologist, but I knew that was unrealistic for me, so I think I always was an engineer. Like, that's always what I wanted to be. So I had it really easy. I was going to be in mechanical, and I was like, no, biomedical. So I did like my undergrad in biomedical engineering and anthropology. I double majored anthropology because I do get kind of that paleontology, like with like the evolutionary kind of anthropology, physical stuff. So yeah, now I'm doing the master's in orthotics and prosthetics. So like, I always knew what I wanted. I kind of, where I started and where I'm going to end up are a little different, but I don't know. I think I always deep down knew I was going to be an engineer, so I always knew what I wanted to be, so I was one of like the lucky ones with that, so I didn't have to like bounce through so many majors to decide which one I wanted to be. So yeah. So question 8 is favorite house you lived in and why? I've lived in 9 different houses. We moved around a lot between like Canada and like moving to the States and all that, so I don't know, like, I really like the house that we currently live in now. It's definitely, my parents have like downgraded a lot. Like, the house we live in now is like half the size of what we're used to. But I guess it like makes sense because I'm gonna like, all of us are in university now, we'll probably be moving out soon. So this was like their like retirement house, like, which makes sense, so it's fine. So I think if we could transpose the house that we had like in Chicago and like have that physical house on this property and where we are now, like I think that would be perfect. I don't think I have a favorite place. Like each house holds different memories and like different parts of my life where I have like that things, but like I don't know, like if I could like transpose like one house onto like this current property, it'd be like ideal. But I don't think I have a favorite house. Like home is where you make it, so like I've made my home where we are now. So yeah. Okay, question 9 is something you used to do that you'd like to start doing again. I don't know, like I used to be like, I was like very competitive in volleyball, so I did like, was junior Olympic. I hold like a high school record, and then I got like I said, my ankle and knee issues, so I can't like play at that level. And then like when I played volleyball a couple months ago, that's how I tore my ACL. So like I think like I will always love volleyball, but I just can never play at that level just because my I have like joints of an 80-year-old, so like it just doesn't work out. But definitely like volleyball, if see how my knee is going. But scuba diving, like I still do. I think I pretty much, and I still play my guitar, which you can kind of see right there. So I've kind of stuck with what I usually do. It's just like injuries that have kind of messed up like the sports stuff. But yeah, I think I've stuck pretty good with what I've always done. And the last question is a random memory that's stuck in your head for some, like for God knows why. So it's funny because I was actually like, after we went and saw Beauty and the Beast, me and my friend were just talking about like Disney movies, and I have like, for some reason I have this distinct memory. Like I don't have very, like, my sister can remember everything from her little, but I remember like little bits and pieces of it. But I have like this distinct memory of me crying on the phone to my dad. I was maybe like 4 or 5, and I was like, Mom told me I can't be a mermaid. Like I did have this distinct memory of that, and I don't know why. I think, well, because I love The Little Mermaid, I wish I could always be a mermaid, or like be a fish in water and then be human on land. That would be like ideal situation. But I have like this distinct memory of that. I don't know why. I think it's funny now, but it was like, I don't know why, like, I don't know, but I distinctly remember that for some reason. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and I also had like this hat when I was little that was like similar to the hat that Anastasia wears in like the movie, like that little like beret thingy, I don't know. And I thought like I was the bomb diggity because I was like, my birthday's in December, they sing a song about December, and I have the hat. Like I was like the cool kid on the block. So I think that's really funny. So yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed being tagged for this one. I think this one's a good one. Just it incorporates like the books and all that, but also kind of childhood stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for like tagging me in this video. And yeah, I kind of rambled on and on about this. I'm sorry for little sirens or whatever and stupid clock tower going off, but oh well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.